Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. It's just me and Marty at the moment, as Seano will be with us a little bit later on. As Doug has put there in the chat, it is Seano's birthday today. Happy birthday, Seano. Yeah, he'll be with us a little bit later, guys, on his way back from work. Today we're going to cover a few things. We're going to talk about if they're all hypotheticals. If the three players in the contract situation were all to leave, what would we do? Who would we go and get? Do we need to go get anybody? Who would become the new captain? Who would become the new vice captain? And then I'm also going to do it in the situation as well. Let's just say that Van Dijk and Salah do stay. Who would become the new vice captain after Trent? So we're going to cover that. We're going to talk a little bit about the game as well. I know Seano's got a few things he wants to talk about once he joins us. But until then, me and Martin are going to hold the fort down for him until he comes in. I think if we started talking about it, he'd lose his rag.
He's Irish.
But yeah, what did you think of the game then yesterday, Martin? We'll talk about that first before he joins us.
Do you want me to be honest with you, mate? I thought Liverpool were lucky. I thought United were by far the better team. Liverpool had a good 15 minutes in the second half. I thought they were going to whip them. But in my opinion, I thought Fernandes was man of the match. I thought he had a fantastic game.
Yeah.
It was. They went into that game as if to say, "Do you know what? We're going to have to get into second gear." And United was like, "Nah, we're going to have you." And they did. We stole a point from Man United.
No, we 100% did. I kind of agree with you there, to be fair. I don't think there was any point during the match where it felt like Liverpool were like in control, if that makes sense. I think the whole I keep almost saying Klopp. I mean Slot. The whole
Klopp
Slot
started
thing.
his new job today, didn't
he? Yeah, he did. Yeah. The whole Slot thing is all about control, and it's not about heavy metal football like Klopp used to be. And I just feel like they went on that there. To be fair, yeah. Oh, I got a question today. Why am I wearing a Jaguars hat? So today I'm wearing a Jaguars hat because they've just sacked the head coach and they should have sacked the GM as well. But they haven't. So it's going to be the same old shit as last year. So we'll have to just wait and see what happens with that.
Eagles.
I
haven't got a clue. I'm just saying it just because I know it annoys you.
I think they're in playoffs them. So yeah, we're not. We got a right shit season. I say we. It's just a team that I like to watch. But yeah, mate.
Sorry, if anyone can hear any noise in the background, my wife's like on a munching spree. She's got white chocolate.
Do you?
She's gone.
Do you think that? Do you feel like it feels like a loss after the game yesterday?
I do, and I know it. The only benefit of it feeling like a draw for me is the fact that Arsenal and Chelsea also drop points. And I'm really scared that we've got Forest next, because Forest are going to go in and go, "Do you know what? Fuck yous. We did you that last at your ground. We can do it here." Yeah. And the fact that City, I'm not interested in City, but the fact that City's picked up 6 from 6 now.
Yeah.
And I'd definitely rather have the 3 points on the board than the game in hand. Because that blue shite are going to fucking go at us anyway, because they're fucked.
Oh, yeah, it's looking now. Yeah, we got Spurs on Wednesday, and then we got Accrington Stanley at the weekend, and then we got Forest, like you say, the Tuesday.
Yeah.
Then that Saturday as well, we got Brentford. Brentford's not pushover anymore.
No, the next few games for Liverpool, I'm wary of these next few games for Liverpool. I'd rather go and play Chelsea and Arsenal and I don't know, City, than play Brentford and all them, because they're gonna hit us, mate. They've got no one. They don't need to fear anyone at the moment. You know, and let's just say it was a drop off yesterday, because everyone else thought, and even the players knew, oh, we're going to turn these over. And United went, "Do you know what? We're going to fucking have you," and he did.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I kind of took it as a thing against me because I was so like hyped up that we're going to fucking be able to beat them and everything like
I
Who?
commented on your video that we would get beat 1-0, and then I said 7-1 we were going to win. Fucking wrong were we?
We were nowhere near going to score that. I don't
Yeah,
know. I know. Like I kind of like feel like we're going to talk about it again when Seano jumps on, but I think we've got an issue at both fullback positions. Like I know a lot of people are jumping on at Trent, but I think Robbo had a bad game yesterday as well.
Yeah,
I think Robbo's had a bad season.
If you think about it, last year or the year before, you could say Liverpool had the best left back and right back in the league. Now we're not. I don't think we have. I think Forest have.
Who's there, right back and left back?
Ain't got a clue, mate. I just when I see him play, I think they're just fucking going up. But I do have a few things, a couple of players I'd put in if needed. But at the same time, when we're going on about Robbo, like, is he not? He's not got that thing with Trent at the moment. That little bit of competition between themselves. Is that because Trent's head's been turned? The guy can leave. He can do what he wants. We're not losing money on him.
No. I'm just looking at their fullbacks now. They've got Alex Moreno and then they've got Nico Williams at right back.
Nico Williams.
and Aini, if that's how you pronounce his name, Aini. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But yeah, sorry mate, I was looking at what you just said. But the whole Robbo thing, like you're saying, like Trent having his head turned and everything like that. I've settled down a little bit. Like, look what Ricky said here. Ricky says we were too emotional on our play yesterday. Didn't keep the ball well like normal. Need to go back to playing the game and not the occasion, in his opinion.
That's
even
right.
if Phil doing all right, mate. Yeah, go on, mate. What are you saying?
That is right. What Ricky's just said. We played the occasion. We didn't play the game. Our players went out there and thought we'll turn this over. And United come to town to upset the apple cart because they did it last year as well, and they've done it again this year. And you know what? Like I said, a guy Toby was sat with me yesterday and it was great. Got a man kind of Liverpool fan sat in the same room. And I even said to him, United were the better team. And I don't care if I get abuse for it. United were the better team yesterday.
100%. We've got someone here who's going to join us now.
Who's this?
Lou.
Oh, not him.
All right, lads.
Yeah, happy birthday, mate. Hope you're doing well.
I'm not doing too bad. I'm just literally in the door, to be honest with you.
All right, Ginge.
So, what's this Ginge shit? I don't understand why you're calling me Ginge.
Fuck knows, man. You look like Ed Sheeran tonight.
I don't feel like fucking Ed Sheeran. I don't know about you guys, but I've been watching kind of highlights of the game, watching videos of Trent. Fuck me.
He's lost.
I don't know. I mean, I was listening to kind of what Simon Jordan was saying and whatever. Personally, I'm not too sure whether I fully take on board what he's saying. He's saying that it's not down to the club, and anyone that says it's down to the club are full of shit. I disagree. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, David. Appreciate that.
Doug, as well.
But
so Sean, just to bring you up to speed, right? We've not really spoke about much, to be fair. Like we spoke about basic like things for the game and everything like that. How we've got like a fullback issue at the club right now. I think on both sides. I don't think it's just Trent.
No.
I think in the moment yesterday, I was going for Trent, but having sat down, thought about it, and actually listened to a few other people as well online and that. I think that Trent's been like this all the time, but we've just been supporting him because he's a Liverpool player, obviously from Liverpool. But now because of this contract situation and we all think that his head turned by Madrid, I think everyone's just giving him fucking all fucking shotgun thing now. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're just going for him.
Them fans going. Go on.
No, well, I mean, if people look at the clips that I put up on our Facebook page, AKM LFC, they will see Trent's commitment or lack of in tracking back. in the way he played. I like the way he passed it to United. I mean, like,
it wasn't even that for me. Sorry to interrupt, but the one bit for me that really got me, I think it was either the first. Well, obviously it was one of the goals, but it was when he was like, he just started walking. He was literally stood in front of the player who had the ball, and he like walked towards him. And then next thing you know, the player went past him, and he was like, "Oh fuck!" And he started like running a little bit to try and get there, but by then it was too late. And then that's why I think he got him. I think as well yesterday. Do you know, I hadn't said this to you both, either in the group or anything like that. But like, you know, when he got booked, as he was doing what he was doing, I was like, he's trying to get sent off. I don't know. I kind of just thought like he was trying to get himself sent off a little bit.
Like, I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, I had said, I put up a post there from our page and shared it with other groups and got absolutely slated for it, saying that what is going on with the contracts, the contract fiascos, I called it, has potential of derailing Liverpool 2.0 and Arne Slot. That's what I believe. That's what I believe, and I think I stand by it 110%. I don't think that anyone could have. I mean, Simon Jordan says, "Well, you know, a club can't do anything about a player running down their contract." Well, yes, they fucking can, Simon. They can fucking sell them.
Well,
they can sell them and get money for them, and you know.
Well, actually, no. Thinking about that, Seano, as well. Trent would have to take the move. He doesn't have to go. Just because you've agreed a deal with a club doesn't mean he has to go.
Yeah, but he wants to go to Real Madrid probably, and if he wants to go to Real Madrid and they'll offer him the money, then fucking go for it.
I think he wants that. He'll probably want that sell-on fee, that sign-on fee though. If he goes now, he gets less money overall.
Well, look, in either case, we're in a pretty fucked up position in terms of him. I wouldn't have him playing, and I don't know what the rest of the chat think. I wouldn't have him playing for the next 2 games. I'd have Bradley playing.
Yeah, I think Bradley came on and did a hell of a lot better than Trent did in that 10 minutes that he was on. Before we go any further, guys, just want to pass my well wishes on to Muscusi here. Hope everything's okay, mate, with the baby. I know you said that he is there, but you know, obviously we're thinking about you. If you need anything, just reach out to us.
Sorry to hear that, Muscusi.
Ricky here saying that he can forgive bad performances, but not bad attitude. Robbo wasn't great, but no one can accuse him of not. I'm guessing he means like trying there. Trent has been like this for years. In 21-22, we lost 1-0 to Leicester. Luckman went past him and scored. Trent didn't even try to chase him back. He's been like this for years. Watch the tapes. And I think there was something as well from there's a thing that I saw going around today, and it was Klopp basically talking about the way Trent plays and what he brings and what you'd lose if he did this, that, and the other. So yeah.
It's a fucked up situation. It really is. I just think that if we had dealt with the contract a bit better, we wouldn't be in this position, and players like Trent would not be distracted. And I think he has been distracted by the whole thing with Real Madrid. I don't think he played with any sort of enthusiasm or pace. I see Phil talking about the second goal. He was fucking responsible for the bloody first goal. He was responsible for the first goal.
Whether he's responsible for any fucking goals, the abuse that guy's come under threat today, he's an embarrassment. He should never wear the Liverpool kit again. It's fucking disgraceful. He doesn't deserve that.
No, well, I don't agree. You see, there's a difference between what we're doing and what scumbags online are doing. I'm not giving the guy a
you're not.
Wish him or his family harm. The last thing, I can't thank him enough for what he has done for the club during this time. If he was to fuck off in January or fuck off in July, I'd still have respect for what he's done at the club. I'm not going to be one of these gobshites that bloody burn my jersey with Trent on the back of it, because I chose to have Trent on the back of the jersey. I don't burn the jersey because I have respect for the jersey, and that's how fans should act. But the long and short of it is that he just did not play well, and I think it is starting to get to him. That's my opinion. And people can say, and Slack can say, well, if players were to be, easily affected by, what's out there in the media, it's a bit different when your hometown club don't sort out a contract with you, and you're in a situation where you're either going to go for a measly amount of money to another club or go for nothing.
I've just put a poll in the chat, guys. Sorry, Martin. Basically asking everyone who starts next. Is it Trent or Bradley? And then once we've done that one, I'm going to do Rob or Shimmercast. Go on, man.
See, I don't know if you'll have a different opinion than me and Adam. Well, Adam's probably slightly different than me, but I think we're on the same level. I think all round, Conor Bradley, you think about it, I think he's better than Trent. I do. I think he's at that age that he can be moulded now.
Yeah. I mean, we were just talking about it just then, weren't we? Before Seano jumped on. And I agree with what Martin's saying there. I think if you were to take out the passing ability of Trent and you were to just go right back, I do. And I know people are probably going to say, like, oh, you're just talking this shit now because of what happened the other day. Nah, look at the tape, man. Bradley's a hell of a better defender than Trent is.
Yeah,
he can even get forward. Like, he almost scored yesterday.
He almost did, but
Trent didn't win a single duel the whole game he was on, and Bradley won one within his first 60 seconds.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about Trent being a good passer of the ball. The way that he was sloppy in giving away possession in not only the first goal but the second goal. Like guys, this is just standard stuff. It's not like I disagree with this thing about he's not a defender, he's not a good defender. He is, and he can be. He has moments where he's a bit off because he ventures up front and kind of doesn't tend to track back, so that we get caught off. But fuck me, man, he was where he should have been for the first goal. The second goal, he fucking passed it to them.
Yeah,
and then decided to have a little hop, skip, and a run, and then when he knew getting beat, he gave up.
So it's about commitment. It's about having the ambition and to fucking burst your bollocks off to get back, track back, and do something.
As Virgil wasn't fucking happy with him last night, you could tell that by his lips.
Yeah,
and when have you ever seen that before?
Never. And he did it not just once. I think Virgil did it at least 3 times. Had a go at Trent.
Yeah,
he proper then the last time when the last time he didn't even the last time he didn't even say anything to me, just fucking stared at him.
I think when Trent gave that ball away and he ran back and then he knew he was giving up and whatever, I think they scored from it, I'm not sure, I can't remember, but that camera panned in on him and Trent was on the side and it was like what it was like he knew he'd done wrong, but it was like motionless. It's like, oh, okay.
I think when people will look at this and say, oh well, Sean, any chance you get to have a pop at the owners, you'll take, and that's not the case. If the owners deserve credit, I'll give them credit. If they don't deserve credit, well then I'll fucking call it out, and that's it. And I don't care who I upset or who I don't upset. That's my opinion, and people are entitled to their opinion, and people are entitled to even not agree with me. But the point is I feel that whatever has gone on this season has distracted. It can affect players differently, and I think it really has gotten to Trent. Trent is not come out in the press, has not done any interviews, has not discussed the situation with his contract. Virgil has Salah has, and they are both putting in great performances. But Trent is the only one that isn't saying anything. And I think
and with you saying that,
hurting. I think he's hurting.
With you saying that, right? I was obviously listening with TalkSport today, and they basically said what you've just said there, but in different lane. Hey, is Trent's got that pressure on him now? He's done for if he speaks about it, and he's done for if he doesn't speak about it. It's like he's trying to have respect for his own ways. Like I don't want to talk about the contract because I'm playing for Liverpool, but I don't want to talk about Real Madrid. You know, so he's knackered if he does talks, and he's knackered if he's not. The kid can't win.
I just think it's double standards because I mean Carragher was the first one.
Carragher's a prick, though.
Yeah, but Carragher was the first one to give out about Salah. You know, saying and talking about his contract every chance he gets. Why not?
I have no time for Carragher.
I mean,
no
fucking Carragher did it back in whatever year he did it about his own contract. So why not talk about your contract? Because you know, it could be at the end of this season. It could be a situation where Trent goes. The club released a statement saying we did everything we could, but he was attracted to another club with bigger money, which may or may not be the truth. And Trent won't have had his say.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the club are just going to turn around regardless what they say, and they're going to spring it on them as if they were the bad people. That they tried everything, and it was all Trent's fault when they tried
guys,
fuck all.
It's fucking disrespectful, right? To have your captain, your vice captain, and your leading goal scorer, right? To have all three of those players not approached with a contract, and it's coming down to the last couple of months of their contract. It's fucking shocking. It's absolutely shocking. And I mean, Robertson, I know Robertson is under a lot of criticism, what have you, and whatever. Robertson plays his fucking socks off. He may not have a good game. He may lose a yard of pace or whatever. But it's coming up to the end of his contract. It's also coming up to the end of Canate's contract. And nothing's been done about that contract either.
Right, so who we got?
We're going to find ourselves in that situation this time next year with them.
Right, so we've got Salah, Van Dijk, Trent, Kanate, Gomez is coming up at the end of it. Alisson's coming up. Who else have we got coming up?
You mentioned Kelleher, didn't you?
Kelleher,
Robbo. Hold on, let me get it. I'll put it in order now. Hold on. So we got Van Dijk, Salah, and Trent this year, and that goalkeeper Jaros. He's contracts up at the end of this year. Next year, you got Robbo, Kelleher, Kanate, and then the season after that, you've got Alisson, Endo, Gomez, Shimikas, Jota, Jones, Diaz, Elliott, Bradley, Ramsey.
So we're gonna be fucked over the next couple of years, and I guarantee everyone that we have got now in our squad will not be there in 4 years. They'll all be gone.
I don't know. Let's just catch up on some of these comments, guys, before we go any further with it. So Brian says, "Happy birthday, Seano. It seems it's unfair on the team that Trent has to leave or sign to stay as a midfielder. Others needs to help him all the time, and it burns players out too much." Yeah, I was going to say this. Like you got to think as well. The fact that Trent's not there doing it is putting more pressure on Gravenberch and Kanate. And Kanate was just coming back from injury yesterday. I mean, fuck me, he had his leg bandaged up. Did Kanate fit game, so that wasn't a good thing to be doing. Phil Ash says that McAllister was our best player yesterday. Cranky JD agrees that Bradley is a better all-round player. Brian, again, from his performance at Old Trafford in 2018, he got roasted by Rashford, and he's still getting roasted in that area now. For all of us still to have this problem 7 years later, Klopp didn't have the balls to take him out of the team. Gary Richards, Liverpool need a goal-scoring midfielder. Phil Ash, Conor Bradley's tackle on Mbappe. Ricky says that he totally agrees that Bradley's a better defensively. He's not as good as attacking as Trent, but if you look at how we play now we don't solely rely on creative from the fullbacks. That's what I was trying to get at earlier on as well, Ricky. Also, Bradley's tackle on Mbappe. Ricky says he thinks Trent can actually defend. It's his attitude towards defending is why he makes these mistakes.
Exactly.
Miscuse, remember a couple of seasons ago, Trent was horrendous and Klopp had to rest him and manage him for a few weeks. I think Trent's head goes quite easily. Brian again, Slot seems to be doing the same. He simply just doesn't have any defensive awareness. It's schoolboy stuff. Get rid. It's making our league run look touchy, look a touch lucky. Yeah. Robertson, awful as well. Yet again, strikers win you games. Great defenses win you titles. Maybe he's already going and has been told to be careful on the pitch and don't get injured. Yeah, I had that opinion in one of my videos. If the whole contract thing ends up being a disaster, do you think the fans would protest against the owners? No. I think it's coming to the point now where it feels like the only thing that can be done. I think if all three go, yeah, there'll be anarchy.
No, if all three I don't think they will.
I do.
So
I do.
I don't think so.
Honestly, on the form
that it's so far up their own asses, mate. The fans.
Will the spirit of Shankly and Spine Cop 1906 back that? I doubt it very much.
I've been sat on a thought actually for a bit, guys, regarding Trent and Real Madrid. I know you probably guys don't really care. Oh, I've got these polls going, guys. So everyone voted for Bradley to start in the next game.
Yeah.
And then the Robbo Shimikas one is 16% Robbo, 83% Costa Shimikas. So basically what I was going to say is I think Trent, everyone's got it in their head, and you probably don't even care about this, but I've been sat on this idea for a couple of weeks. I've been meaning to mention it on a Monday. I think everyone's thinking that Trent's going to Real Madrid and playing right back. They also need a midfielder who can take over Toni Kroos. So I reckon he might end up playing midfield in Real Madrid.
I wasn't thinking that at all. I was actually thinking that he could play in midfield.
Jude and Valverde in their midfield three. I think that's what it'll be.
That's what I was thinking too. And from what I can gather from other people, I think that is the common consensus or whatever. But I mean, what he does at Real Madrid, if he goes to Real Madrid, is irrelevant to me completely.
So Ricky says here that his dad and uncle said this yesterday with the comment above, but we're forgetting he's the vice captain. Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, guys, we're looking at a Liverpool 3.0. A Liverpool 3.0.
On the contract stuff, actually, I've got a couple of little snippets here that Gavin sent me. Gavin can't join us tonight. He's just messaged me saying he can't join tonight. But he sent me these. Have I got them in right order? Hold on a moment. So basically, this apparently is broke just now from Lewis Steele, who's probably not someone I really would pay attention to, but I guess it's kind of worth talking about. He said that everything that he's heard points to the fact that Van Dijk will end up signing a new deal. It's just about getting the paperwork and finding agreement on the fee. And he says, I think him and Salah, the big thing is the length of the contract. I think we've been saying that for weeks. And then he says, on Salah saying the deal is far away, I've heard contrasting things on this. One guy told me they were very close on a deal, and another person said that they were miles away, so they're probably somewhere in the middle. That's about it. That's about it. Not much there, is there?
I mean, the problem about doing shows about Liverpool is sometimes it can be fucking repetitive. Do you know what I mean? Having a Liverpool channel can be fucking repetitive because it can be the same shit, different year, and you know we're focusing on contracts of three very important players. Whatever your thoughts are about Trent, especially after that game, which to me is 2 points dropped, you might as well just give us a kick in the balls and just, do you know what I mean? We let one of the worst Man United sides in a decade draw with us
at home as well.
At home as well. Shocking.
Where they've not scored for weeks.
Shocking.
Scusi's just said something, but Trent climbs into Bellingham's service, to create a bigger super midfield, which right.
Well, he can, but I mean, my point is that what was my point before?
Shawnee, you sound fucked off, mate. It's your birthday. Be happy.
Oh no, I'm fucked off just with the Liverpool situation. I had a great day today. I was working, and I had fantastic work colleagues that actually made a real effort for my birthday.
That's the only reason he went into fucking work.
Thanks. To be honest, this morning I was fucking depressed as fucking hell.
You should have looked at your email again.
Yeah, I should have.
Get his smile now. That's first smile he's cracked all fucking stream.
You need to send me that. You need to fucking get me that fucking card. My
fucking print it out yourself, you
I'm not printing
bastard.
it out. You cheapskate bastard. You fucking send me a goddamn card via fucking...
It was fucking 99 pence over them fucking £6.90.
He couldn't spend fucking €6 on a or £6 on a fucking card.
Mate, I love you. I love you to death, but I know it's £6. Fucking
£6 fucking quid.
Get a kebab with that.
You're worse than fucking FSG.
Yeah.
Fucking tight ass bitch.
But Brian says here, sorry, Seano. Go on,
no, it's all right. It's okay.
Brian says here, boys, we just need these owners out. It all starts from the top. Jurgen said in his speech last year, I need to leave. Says it all, lads. The free contracts, no squad additions. It won't change. FSG out. Phil says, when England play next, I'd be interested to see if Trent's in the squad. And that's Muscusi, and that's Muscusi again. And then Brian again, boys, yet again, first 45, absolute nonsense. All to do second half, yet again. What is it at home in the first half? It's backfired now against United, Fulham, Forest, Brighton, and almost Brighton and Leicester. So that's true as well. There.
No, I agree with you. It's such a shit situation. I mean, yesterday I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
I think you could tell from my match reaction video, I just couldn't be asked.
Yeah, but I sent you a video there for you to put up, and you fucking never. That was my match review.
Oh, I didn't realize that was your review. I thought you were just.
No, that was my review. I thought that was the best review I'd ever done. 31 seconds of it.
Hiya, Jen. Love, how are you?
Hi, Jen. Shasks, what do you make of Salah's agent being there yesterday? Also, if Salah's agent was there as reported, then I suppose you've got to think it's only good. I don't think he'd travel all that. I don't think he'd travel all that way for no reason.
Like Bellingham?
Bellingham didn't turn up at the game and sit in the stand. I don't know. No.
He didn't turn up at a game, but he fucking turned up to Liverpool.
Yeah. I know.
Thank you, Paul. Like, I mean, look, man, I'm fucking fed up with it. Like, I want this fucking contract controversy or fiasco ended. It's because since, like, look at it this way, guys. We had a fucking big game yesterday, and leading up to that, what were we talking about? Not the game. We were talking about fucking contracts. Trent, Real Madrid. We weren't talking about the game. We weren't getting into it at all. The excitement wasn't really there. For me, it wasn't anyway. And then it just happened. Do you know what I mean? Oh, okay, the game is on. Great. Do you know what I mean? That's what, and the lead up would have been so much better if we didn't have to talk about stupid contracts. And if anyone turns around and tells me that the way FSG or whoever does the business and the contracts is doing it better than anybody else, I'll smack them, because it makes no sense for players like Trent, like Virgil, like Salah to have their contract run down to the point where we could lose them for fucking nothing.
You finished?
I'm not even fucking started. I'm not even started.
Jen says, if Trent goes to Madrid, he will only ever be a number, not a legend. Do you think he will bottle it?
No, I think what Jen's just said there, right, you think of the past players who've gone to Madrid, they were, from the clubs that they were at, then Madrid fans are fast to turn on you. And once they turn, that's it. And he's going to feel lost.
No, I agree with that. I do. I do think that I think in Liverpool, what's to say? He's a big
Sorry,
fish
look at that comment there.
Big fish in a small pond.
Send the Hurst round.
What is it? Send the Hurst round. Shout them. We're top of the league by 6 with a game in hand. And I'm still sure that needs to go back to it. Yeah. Tactics instead of playing Jurgen's way. Paul says the club needs to make a statement on these contracts one way or the other. I think they will, Paul. I do think that once they've got an idea of what is going on, I think they will make it. Look what they did when they signed Hazard. They booed and held up Mbappe signs. And then what happened when Mbappe played shit against Liverpool? They turned on him as well. So,
that's what I'm saying. He'll just get booed.
Look, I mean, if Trent goes. I think the club have themselves to blame. I disagree with Simon Jordan. I think if a player wants to run down their contract, I think you have the option of just selling the cunt and that's it, and be done with it. Instead, what we've done is we've now left it now in their hands to either fuck off. At the end of the season, we get nothing, or fuck off in January and get a measly amount of money. These guys are on, all three of them all together in total would be the guts of 350 million, 400 million. Without a doubt, they would be that, right? And we could lose them for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And I agree with this. Nothing. I think Muscuzi's picked up on what I said in my video the other day. I don't want us paying a right back 300k a week. I think that's ridiculous. That if you go and pay Trent 300k a week, you're going to have Gakpo, Diaz, Szoboszlai, McAllister. You know, when their contracts all come up, they're all going to be like, whoa, lad. Fucking right backs on 300k a week. Well, I'm putting balling back at net. I think I want about 350.
Yeah, but that's the problem with Liverpool, and unfortunately, with the way our wages goes, I mean, they are small in comparison to what other clubs are paying their players. And unfortunately, and it goes back to what I was saying, we can talk about, the Liverpool way and socialism and all of that jazz. When it comes to football, we are not in a world where socialism does very well. It just does not work in Liverpool or in football at all. Football is all about money. And if fucking Trent is looking at what other people in his position are earning at Chelsea, at City, at Real Madrid, he's going to go for that. There's no two ways about it. Now, obviously, he's got the whole thing where he's a scouser. That's all well and good, but I think we only have ourselves to blame. The club only have themselves to blame over how badly this has been handled. We wouldn't be talking about contracts. We wouldn't be talking about does this affect them and does it not.
Listen, at the end of the day, if the club wanted these contracts done, they'd have done them.
Exactly.
Well, I'm still of the opinion that FSG got distracted by trying to sell the club at the time when they should have been focused on these. I thought they were going to get a potential buyer, and it wasn't their problem anymore.
I don't think that either. I don't even think that they. I mean, if you're going on what David Ornstein said,
no.
But David Ornstein was the one that said that the club was for sale. He was the one that put it out there. So
John Henry himself, or someone said that they were looking.
Warner.
They were saying they was trying to sell the club.
Tom Warner, but John W. Henry said he didn't want to.
Well, either way, one way or another, they were doing something, weren't they? And Mike Gordon got taken away from doing the stuff he was doing at Liverpool and got told to go try and look for investment or a buyer. So either way, Mike Gordon, who dealt with the Salah contract, wasn't there to deal with these contracts.
Yeah, but then, okay, so we got Dynasty Equity, right? And we're told that they've bought a minor share in Liverpool when they haven't.
Well, yeah, we won't find that out properly until, what is it, April or whatever?
But from the finances there that were released last year, it doesn't show them anywhere.
No, I think it's going to get shown on the ones that come out this year. I think I can't remember. I know we spoke about it before when we were talking about was it Mo? Was it Mo Charter?
Mo Charter, yeah.
He was the one that I think mentioned it, and he said I think it'll come out at some point this year where that went, and I think we'll have to wait and see what gets said. But yeah, you're right.
But he's basically saying that what they have done, what Dynasty Equity have done, is bought a share in FSG, not in Liverpool.
Mm.
So again, I don't think the communication has been very honest, and I think.
So if he was to go, who would you replace him with?
Good segue, mate.
You see, this is beautifully put in because I've done my homework on this. I've done my homework.
So have I, bro.
On all
Really?
players.
I'm just gonna. I'll be say up then. So as Martin just said, then guys, I asked the guys to come up with. I've asked them a few questions basically, regarding the contract situation. Now I've asked them if all three were to leave, who would be your ideal replacements for each player? If all three do leave, who becomes the new captain and vice captain of the club? And if Virgil stays, but Trent goes, who becomes the new vice captain? So I think as you started off there, we'll do replacements first, shall we? So go on then. Who, in your opinion, Martin, replaces Trent if he goes?
Right, okay. So fuck with there at the bottom of the screen. Shut your mouth and just listen to me. Because I know whatever I say, you'll go, yeah. Right? I think Ben Godfrey.
Ben Godfrey from Everton. Is it Everton? Or has he moved from Everton now?
He's from he's at Atlanta. He's a centre back,
yeah.
right back. He's only 26. But he's coming into it. He looks like he's starting, and I think he could put a good shift in. I really do. But at the same time, he's not as good as Van Dijk, and he's not as good as Conor Bradley. So would he be a backup player for Bradley? That's just my little view on that one.
Yeah.
But he's biting his fucking lip there going, fucking do.
Seano, go on. Who's your replacement for Trent?
So the way I would look at it is this, because we have to look at the bigger picture here, because we're looking at a massive rebuild on top of what players we already need. We're looking, let's say Salah goes, let's say Virgil goes, let's say Trent goes. That's a massive investment needed. We have owners that don't do investment. So it's going to be very, very simple, and you may think I haven't really given any thought to this. I would recall Calvin Ramsey. I would hold on to Joe Gomez, and I would have Conor Bradley as the replacement of Alexander-Arnold.
That's what me and Adam said before, yeah.
That's what I would do. I would not. I'd offer Joe another contract, and I'd have then the understudy Calvin Ramsey then as well.
Okay, I'm in agreement. I don't think I'd buy a new right back. I mean, I was umming and ahhing about going out there and probably getting Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen, but I mean, he'd hit all the criteria for the homegrown thing and everything like that because of his time at Man City. But I think we'd have the same problem that we've got now with Trent, where he's very attacking. So we'd have all that space behind him all the time. So I'd probably just go with Bradley. And yeah, I'd probably just bring Ramsey back and have him as backup, maybe, in that situation. Right then, Martin, who's replacing Van Dijk for you?
Well, that's the thing. I didn't really go into that one because I thought, bet that Ben fella, but I more or less went over the other side to Robbo. I know that was out of the question, but I thought, well, Robbo's not getting any fucking younger as well. And I picked up on, he's only 21, that Milos Kerkez is his name.
Oh, from Bournemouth. Yeah. Good. I reckon he's on the books, me. Well, not on the books, on the list.
Yeah, because he's quite fluent with his football, and I think that'd be ideal. You know, he's only 21. He's not in his prime yet, and he likes to put his foot in. And I do think that the way Liverpool are messing about with Bournemouth and Brentford and all them down the south coast side, I think these are, and with Richard, whatever his fucking name is, I'm sure. No, he was it Bournemouth he came from.
Yeah. I think
I
he
think
signed him for Bournemouth. Yeah.
I think that's going to be a little, you know, in the pipeline somewhere.
Yeah. Seano, good choice there, man.
Replacement for Virgil.
Yep.
So I have gone for 23-year-old Portuguese defender who can also play left back and centre defensive midfielder. Plays for Sporting. Inacio.
Oh,
24-25, 12 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 yellow. 2003-2024, played 32 games, 1 goal, 0 assists, 7 yellow, 1 red. Current market price 45 million. So I think I think that's if we want to get a player that can do something, and you want to bring in a player on a good contract to hold on to him for a good bit, I think Inacio is the perfect one for it. And a 45 million, I think, would be and the fact that he's versatile in the positions he can play, I would go for him.
Okay, so Miscusi is gone with Braithwaite from Everton, and Ricky Sarr has mentioned Tomori from AC Milan as potential options. I don't think anyone's going to mention this guy that I've been, but he's a teammate of the one you've just mentioned, Seano, in our show. I've gone for Ousmane Diomande. 20 years of age. No, sorry, 21 years of age, just turned 21. Contract doesn't expire until 2027. Current market value at 40 million. He's got the same representation as Virgil van Dijk as well. Same agent. This season so far, he's made 16 appearances, 1 yellow card, pretty much in all starting 11s. He made 5 in the Champions League. He's played in the Cup for them as well, for Sporting Lisbon. I don't know. I think he's a bit of a powerhouse, to be fair. He's from, it's not Dominican Republic. What is it? Ivory Coast. The only thing is difference with him compared to Nacho is that he's right-footed, so he'd be very similar to what Van Dijk is right now, being that right footer on the left-hand side. So maybe it would be better to go with an Nacho. He's a left footer. But yeah, I kind of like I like the look of that Diomande from Sporting as my replacement for Virgil van Dijk.
Okay, good shout.
You what, sir?
Good shout, but I mean, centre back is the only position he plays in, or is he versatile?
Yeah, straight centre back. Yeah. Okay. Miss Gouze says Sean Wright Phillips to replace Salah.
I don't think he's playing anymore.
Who have you got for Salah replacement, Martin?
I haven't really got, because I feel like we've already, well, if it is the right position, I feel like we've already got him, but he's in the youth level. That kid with the long braids. He's only a young lad. I think he's only 18, mate. I know he's only a baby, but if not him,
the lad that we signed this year, Rio.
Yeah.
Now man, I can't remember how to say his name now.
Yeah.
I know you talk about that. We signed him this year.
If not him, I'd really like us to go for that Egyptian fella.
Mamouche.
Yeah.
We're not going for Mamouche. I think City are going for him.
City are going to go for everyone. They're going for freaking Martin Zubimende and everyone at the moment.
Pay the toll reckons Ben Doak is to replace Salah. You heard it here first. FSG out.
Pay the toll. I mean, apparently he's going to go and be sold for 30 million. So
yeah. Sean, who's your replacement for Mo Salah?
So this guy is ambidextrous. He can play right back, but naturally a left wing. A right wing, but naturally a left wing. He's Georgian, plays for Napoli, 23 years of age. Kvaratskhelia, I think is how you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Current market value price 85 million euro. 24-25, 17 matches, 5 goals, 3 assists. 23-24, 34 matches, 11 goals, 6 assists. It's very difficult to even consider or think about replacing Mohamed Salah because you're never going to get the numbers that man is given. And that's even to recommend this guy. I think he's just. He's not going to fill the boots of Mo, without a doubt. He's not going to fill.
No one will.
No, I agree with what I can't remember who said it now. It might have been Lawrence McKenna. That the right wing midfielders, wingers, inside forwards is probably the weakest depth position in Europe right now. Like I can't think of one player out there that I would be happy with to come in and replace Mo Salah. For me, I've gone with Mohamed Kudus from West Ham. He's the only one that I could potentially think of that could go to that next level. I know some people are on about that Mbeumo from Brentford, but this is his breakout year. Same as that Mamouche, really, to be fair, as well. I mean, Kudus.
I've got 2 to replace Nunes. Because I knew that was another one that was going to come up. I thought
put me in do a better job. I know, in fairness, I don't want to be slating Nunes, but yeah.
I mean, Kudus flat for me, but going on to like other positions that I think we need to fill in the squad, I think the fact that we've got these contract situations going on is taking away emphasis from the other positions that we do need to sort out straight away already. Like, we've got the keeper thing sorted out already. It's done. We've got Mamardashvili. He's going to be the future number 1 of Liverpool. It's done. We're losing Trent by how I personally think. I think we still need another centre back, even if Van Dijk stays, because we've not replaced Joel Matip. I know we've got Kwanzaa, Gomez, Kanate, but injuries. Do you know what I mean? We definitely need a left back. I think Robbo's. Well, I can't think of the phrase like. I think his mind's still there, but the body just can't do it anymore for me, for Robbo. And I just don't think Shimikas is up to task of being Liverpool's out-and-out number 1 left-back. So we need a left-back for defo. I think we still need someone to come in to help with Gravenberch to rotate him, because if he gets injured, we're fucked. Simple as, we're fucked. And for me, one of the big positions for me that I would have thought we would go and try and do something with this summer coming up, especially as this season has gone on, is the number 9. Like, I think Nunes' time has come and gone now.
Well, that's what I thought. I've got 2 here, and I don't know if I'm going to say the names right. Now, obviously, Nunes, the situation with him, he's had enough time. Now, we look at that Marcus Thuram.
Oh, yeah.
Or that Antonio Simeon. I can't say his name. Semenyo.
Where does he play?
He plays a striker.
No, what team? I mean, sorry.
I think it's I don't know, mate. I think it was Bournemouth. No, not Bournemouth. Google search.
Oh yeah, it's Bournemouth. Yeah, you are right.
Bournemouth,
yeah, you are.
He's got 19 games. He's got 5 goals, 2 assists. He's only 24.
Yeah, you are right.
So he's still, and it's that connection again. So we've got Kerkaz and that Simeon, whatever.
Mini.
That's our folks. But you know what I mean? It's like it's that connection again. And with Michael Edwards and freaking Richard Hughes, all, I'm sure something's going to come from there. I think we're going to deal with all our transfers with Bournemouth this year. So we raided Saints. We've done Brighton.
Yeah.
We've had Brighton. We're going to go back down there. But who would you go for your captain then, Adam?
For me, if all three of these people, if all three of the players leave, who's going to become my new captain and vice captain?
Yeah.
So you want to give it to someone who's actually going to be in the starting 11 at all times, because I was sat on this for a while, and my number one straight away when I first thought of it was Szoboszlai, because he's already captain for Hungary. But then I was like, he's not guaranteed to start.
Not with Jones playing as well as he is.
So I've gone back on myself with that one. And I've gone for Konate as my captain.
Yeah, I agree with you. I've gone for Konate as well. Isn't he the French captain as well?
I don't think so, but I think it's Mbappe, innit? I think he's the French captain.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm going with Konate as well. I definitely think Konate would be a good captain. I think after, I mean, if Salah, Virgil, and Trent all go, I think we're kind of limited, because I mean, what players are we going to keep on? I mean, if we're looking at Robbo.
I mean, one of the obvious ones is, sorry, Sean, one of the obvious ones before it comes up in the chat for me would have been Alisson. He would have been one of the obvious ones as well.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's got a long-term future with Liverpool.
No.
So that's why I ruled him out as well.
Yeah.
See, I put Szoboszlai as captain because I thought, he does play. I get what you're going on about with Curtis Jones and stuff, but for me, it'd have just been Szoboszlai. I think he'd have just nicked it. But my vice captain would Cody Gakpo.
I think Cody was the captain at PSV. I think he was anyway. My vice captain was Szoboszlai. He was my vice.
Well, I am going to go a little bit different than you guys. So again, it really depends on who has got a future. I was considering Robbo because he's the Scottish captain, but I don't think he's going to be there for the long haul. So I went with Konate's captain, McAllister as vice captain.
That's not a bad shout. I think someone mentioned McAllister earlier on up here, actually.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I said that the other day, but going through it all, it was like, no. But you could interchange, you could swap Gakpo and Szoboszlai around.
Yeah.
I think they both commit, especially Gakpo.
Yeah.
And Gravenberch, it's fucking hard because you don't want to think about that while we still got our
I mean,
yeah.
But it's also very difficult to look at the captain. Like if we went for Konate, I mean, is Konate going to play a full season?
No.
Do you know what I mean? So it's just one of those things. I think we're looking at a much bigger rebuild than Liverpool 2.0 when we were dealing with our midfield. A much bigger situation. Although we had maybe 3 or 4 midfielders to bring in, it's going to be a much bigger project on top of.
And that's when we can slot them on his build.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's actually it's not really, because I mean, Slot doesn't have a choice in the money he has or the players he brings in.
Yeah. Question from Philia: do we reckon that Salah wins the Ballon d'Or next year?
No. Oh, Salah. I thought you said Trent. Sorry.
Mo Salah.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else who wins it right now.
Yeah, but you got to look at Real Madrid owner, don't you?
Yeah.
I think if he doesn't get it, I think if he doesn't get it, Philip, I think it's a travesty if he doesn't get it. That's how I feel. It would be an absolute travesty if that man does not get it.
Yeah. Ricky says Isaac from Newcastle does a lot of good work. It'd be good for us as a number 9. Does a lot of good work and build up as well. I kind of agree with that one. The other striker for me, the Newcastle striker. The other striker for me, who's in my mind, who could come in for us, is from Leipzig, and I may butcher his name, but I think he's called Opanda, I think. He's only young. But yeah, I think he might be good for us. Ricky says Konate for captain. That is captain France a few times like this. You are right there, Seano. Brian, give Sobozo the armband. It would up his performances, up on performance levels more. Miscusi says Johnny Heitinga should be the new captain. And Phil says that McAllister as captain and Cody Gakpo as vice captain. All right, then. So I guess if let's just say then that Virgil and Salah both stay, but Trent goes, who becomes your vice? I think it's easy for me, that.
Mo.
Yeah, Mo.
Oh, fuck yeah. Absolutely, Mo. Absolutely, Mo. Without a doubt, Mo.
Shouldn't have even asked that question.
No, that's without a doubt, Mo. Mo Salah deserves to be vice captain, without a doubt.
Yeah.
So, the one thing I would just say about Isaac, Ricky, I've heard that Newcastle are looking for a ridiculous amount of money, for any club to sign him. I think it's like 143 million. Can you see Liverpool spending that amount of money on one player?
But if we're going to spend 110 on Cas, whatever his fucking name is,
Casado.
Full shit.
Brian says here that out of contract players, injury prone players, AFCON next year as well could be a big mess. Does FSG even care? Of course they don't. Just get over the line with this title and then rebuild.
Do that.
This goes back to what I was saying, Brian. The post that I put up about the derailing of Liverpool 2.0 and Arne Slot. People said, do you honestly believe that FSG are going to sabotage their own asset? It's not a case of them sabotaging their own asset. They don't care about the football end of things. They are cutting the costs. They are trimming off the fat, and they don't give a shit. Here's the thing, and here's a question for you all. If Mo, Virgil, and Trent leave either this summer or in January, do you think the value of Liverpool Football Club is going to go down if they sell the club? Answer me that. Do you think that the value of that club is going to go down?
Nah.
Somewhat, no. But
somewhat
preference. It's like the attraction won't be there.
But you see, but this goes back to the Boston Red Sox fans and what they were saying to John, John W. Henry, when he was talking about, in terms of baseball being an expensive sport and we need to increase the ticket prices. One of the fans shouted out at John saying, "You've got to put something out on the pitch for us to be excited about." The fucking thing about it is FSG do not give two hoots about how we are doing on the football pitch. They will throw other people, out into the lines. If we win, brilliant. They would be the first ones to jump on the bandwagon. You're talking about glory hunters. You'd be seeing John W. Henry with the black fucking leather gloves, walking around and giving wet fish fucking handshakes, and Linda there guiding them.
I don't think you really want FSG to sell it, mate.
I want them to fuck right off.
I don't think you do.
I want them to either sort it out or get out.
I've got something for you guys,
and I don't think they're going to do that.
Sorry, Adam. I don't think you do, because you'll miss Linda.
Well, that's true.
I've got something for you guys that's going to be in the papers tomorrow.
Elon Musk.
I don't know. I can't see who's written this, or what. But
it's not my mugshot, is it?
No. Apparently, this is what it's going to say tomorrow in the Daily Express, that Jurgen Klopp's sudden departure reportedly has rocked Trent to the point he immediately started considering his future. As Klopp was excellent at getting the best out of him whilst hiding his weaknesses.
You see, you're going to get that speculation. You're going to get that sort of talk.
It'll all come out eventually. Releases it all.
I look at the amount of players that have improved massively under Arne Slot.
Gapco, definitely.
Massively.
Birch.
Gapco, Dia. I mean, that was a question you wanted to put to us all, and that puts us nicely into the other segment. Is, you know, who's your player of 2024? Is that didn't you ask us that?
No,
Yep.
did you?
Who's been? I wanted to know your top three. If you've got three best players of 2024 have been.
So I would go Mo.
Is this from third to first or first to third?
First to third.
Okay.
So I'd go Mo.
I want to know why as well.
Okay, well, I'll give you the order, and I'll tell you why afterwards. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go Mo. I'll go Gravenberch, and I'll go McAllister.
Okay.
It was very, very difficult to make a choice between three, because I think you could pick up Cody in that as well. You could pick up Diaz as well. Mo had a difficult season last season, wasn't really firing on all cylinders. He is different gravy this season. Different gravy. Ballon d'Or performance. I mean, you know, United, we didn't play all that well, but he was still there and he was still battling away. He's just that extra yard, that extra pace. He's unstoppable. He's the same amount of goals as Thierry Henry. You know, he's our fourth highest goal scorer of all time. He's hitting records left, right, and center. That would be kind of self-explanatory. Gravenberch, I mean, what more can we say? We were talking about a defensive midfielder. He basically made that his own, and he's been possibly the most consistent player, other than Mo. He's been the most consistent and the most reliable player. Who did I have as my number 3 again?
Diaz.
McAllister. I think night and day he's been a much better player under Slot than he has under Klopp. That's nothing against Klopp. I think his passing of the ball has been phenomenal. I think he's been a general in midfield, and I think he's been fantastic. A close fourth would be Gapco.
Okay. Martin, do you want to go next?
Well, I've got number one. It's Mo Salah. It's for his commitment, everything. You know, yeah, he's voiced his stuff, his anger towards things. You know, but he's putting it out there. While he's doing this, he's not his gameplay is not dropped. It's immense. It's come on leaps and bounds, and he's just kept going and going and going. It's like Sean just, what was it? Different gravy. You know, I just think that, Mo for me would be the most number one. Then I'd have Cody Gakpo. That's because I think since he's been given this role, the amount of effort that he has put in, he's like a little machine. He's like a little Terminator. He just goes and goes and goes, and he has a smile on his face again. He knows he's going to be one of them first, if available, one of the first on the list in my eyes. And then I'd have Diaz, because even though we had all this Barcelona stuff from last year, it's not like his efforts and his passion has fell off. It's become more and more. His head's not been turned. He's full concentrating on his game, and he's to me, he's the new magician, like Coutinho used to be. I think Diaz is now. I think Diaz is comfortable at Liverpool, and I think his work ethic is immense.
Now that you mentioned Coutinho there, I actually pulled some up a minute ago about Coutinho, and he's actually said that he regrets leaving Liverpool despite Klopp telling him to stay and become a legend. I let him down. The reason I left was because I wanted something bigger and thought Liverpool was no longer my level. and I wanted to win trophies. But after I left, they won trophies, and that was how my depression started. I was being loaned out like nobody, and it was a difficult period to be honest. All that glitter isn't gold. And then people have been tagging Trent in that.
It's just going to be another Macca, mate.
Yeah. Fucking hell. So my three, I'm going to go from third to first. So I'm going to put Mo as my third. I think he's had a really good improvement of the season this year compared to what he has been, but we do know what levels Mo can get to anyway. So I think he's just kind of like regained what he already had that he lost last year. Number two for me is Kelleher. I think when Alisson has been injured, I think Kelleher has become the best goalkeeper in the league. And I think he's proven and shown that he needs to play more regular football on a more often basis. And if he can't get it at Liverpool, he needs to go elsewhere for his career, basically. And my number one is Gravenberch. I think who would have thought on the back of last year that he would have turned into the player that he has turned into this year because of Arne Slot. We were going into last year saying that we needed this, that, and the other for a DM. We didn't get one. We were all kicking off thinking that that's it. We haven't got a number 6. We haven't got this. We haven't got that. And then Gravenberch will probably become the best number 6 in Europe this season.
I think they've all improved.
There's so many players, as you've all said, and I mean, as the chat have said, that it's very, very difficult to pick the top 3 when you have a very good 11 or 12 or 13 players for us this season. Gravenberch, without a doubt, has, maybe I'm a little bit rough with him, giving him number 2, but I think Mo Salah, in comparison to his performance there last season and this season, I think has been just, it's almost like the Salah that we bought, his first season. It's almost like that, the way he's playing. He's just incredible. Ricky says Gravenberch, Salah, and then Van Dijk, an honorary mention, McAllister and Kanate. Kanate, absolutely another unsung hero. He's done extremely well. I go honorable mention Jones.
Jones, yeah, not bad. Yeah,
Sure.
didn't even think about Jones, to be fair. But yeah, that's a good shout. Brian has gone with Slot, Salah, and Gravenberch. Which is, I guess, Slot's a decent choice. He has come in and done a lot better.
Okay.
Slot. And then Paul went with Mo, Gravenberch, and Cody Gakpo. Phil, Gravenberch, Salah, Diaz. I think that's it that we've got on there so far. Yeah,
Where the fuck is Richard?
I don't think I put Diaz there because, I mean, there was like a couple of games at the start of the season that we kind of thought Diaz was going to, or not Diaz, but Cody was going to better him. But I mean, certainly Diaz has been phenomenal. I'm not too sure whether the number 9 suits him, but I think to have Cody and Diaz in the same squad, I think.
Yeah. I think we've pretty much covered everything there, guys. Should we go into the quiz?
Well, I wanted to mention one thing, or unless you wanted to mention afterwards.
Okay, we'll do it now. I need to go get a drink, so if you just want to talk about it, I'll come back.
Okay. So I don't know whether people have watched the scenes in Anfield Road, but I have to say I'm fucking disgusted.
It's a fucking shit show, isn't it?
I'm absolutely disgusted. We've been taking the piss out of Old Trafford, right? Old Trafford hasn't been done up in God knows how many years and is in need of a desperate makeover or possibly a demolition, right? They've got rats, they've got piss going all about the place and the toilets. The the roof is just leaking all over the place. We've just finished extending Annie Road, and it's already fucking leaking.
Falling down.
It's like, if you look at the front of it, the ceiling of it, and I mean not the actual I'm not talking about the ceiling. I'm talking about the ceiling around the windows. I'm talking about the brickwork. Do you know what? If I was owner of Liverpool Football Club, and if I cared, I'd be like, get that fucking sorted fairly pronto, and you may fucking work for fucking nothing, because I'm gonna sue you fucking bastards. Do you know what I mean? It's
cowboys. That's what they're doing, mate. They're trying to get jobs
cowboy
to
builders.
be done.
Cowboy builders. It's a disgrace, guys. It's a fucking disgrace that after all this time, that the Annie Road is leaking like a whore's knickers. It's crazy. It's absolutely. I mean, and the Manx. I'll tell you what, the Man U fans would need to hang their head in shame, saying, Anfield has fallen down. They're what, their 12th or their 13th. Do you know what I mean? But like, our stadium needs to be sorted out. That needs to be addressed. I don't know of any other YouTube channel or any journalist that's actually saying it, but the videos, I've seen videos of the state of that stand, and it's an absolute sham. I don't know. I've shown some videos of it there.
Yeah, I've seen you sent the videos over to us and that. I really do think as well, though, that Martin and yourself, to be fair, have been talking about the state of the extension since it was opened. Apparently, I've not seen it myself. I can't really say, but you two have been saying that apparently it's absolutely atrocious. What state it's still in.
I went to Anfield last year when they were building that stadium, and I was video calling Soft Lad there. When I went on as it was under construction, I was saying, "Yeah, look at this." You could tell. I'm not saying, oh, we all knew it was going to be shit, but the work effort from the lads who, the company that went bust, and then it took them a while to get someone else in. It's just like, well, let's just go for the cheapest option. It doesn't make sense. It's like where the main stand is, and it joins the Annie Road end. It looks fucking. I don't know. It looks fucking shit. It could have brought the whole roof together the same, because then it drops down onto the main stand. It looks a shambles. The stand, yeah, perfect, great. The looking at it at the top is just diabolical. Stupid.
Well, I mean, I was in the Annie Road. I was in Brody's Lounge, which fantastic that Liverpool Football Club would sponsor or would promote Champions Travel, who tried to rip us off, by the way, Liverpool, thanks, but also are charging €1,300 for a goddamn day trip for a free program, a shitty meal, free drinks, and a Liverpool legend, that being Mike Thomas.
But no disrespect to you, I'm not being horrible about it, Sean, but you're gonna get people who will pay it just because it's
no. I understand that, but that wasn't my point, Martin. My point is, at that time I didn't really see all that much wrong with it, but then I was hearing from other people and other channels and what have you, and there was a point made, and I won't mention the channel, that had said, well, why don't they just have it instead of these corners left or chunked out or taken out, why don't they kind of round it off or whatever? The simple point of the matter is whatever way they bloody did it, that roof is in bits, and the outside is absolutely in bits. The brickwork is all over the place. I've seen pictures of it as well, and more detailed, because when you're walking into the stadium, the time that I was there, I was just lucky to be bloody there, number one, because we got shafted by Champions Travel, and number two, it was bloody raining, and I was just glad just to get in and just get a bite to eat, whatever, and then whatever. But I didn't see anything particularly wrong with it, but I didn't see anything massively amazing about it. But the pictures that I've seen and the videos I've seen is disgraceful. Imagine we're talking about Old Trafford that hadn't been sorted in the last whatever. It hasn't been refurbished in a long time, right? And we've been working for years on this just to have a leaky roof.
I know. It just, when you say it as well, when Brian's comment here, when he was saying here, they got the builders that did the Fulham one who went out of business, cheap scum. They've done it on the cheap, haven't they? Like, again, they've done it on the cheap. And
I'm just reading Brian's other comments. Yeah, no.
Okay, now.
Oh, I'll tell you, he was on form there on my Facebook there today. I'll tell you, brilliant. No, I mean, look, in all honesty, Brian, it needs to be fucking sorted. It's an absolute mess. The outside, the inside. I mean, Browse Lane's all right. It's okay. Do you know what I mean? It's grand. I mean, it's I'm not there to be wined and dined and whatever. So Brodie's Lane had about as much appeal as whatever. There was table football, and I mean, yeah, that's all well and good. There was places you could get food courts and whatever. That's grand. That's brilliant, brand new. But I'll tell you, I much prefer the feckin' curry chips near the Flat Iron than the food that I got. But that stand is an absolute mess, and it needs to be addressed. Absolutely needs to be addressed. And Brian, behave yourself.
Right, boys, listen, I'm going to be shooting in a second because he's got homework and I've got a rowdy little one come downstairs.
Oh, no worries, man.
Yeah,
I know it seems to be by your quiz all the time, Sean, but I really can't afford to sit around for a bit while he's there.
That's all right.
But I'm not going to go off. You can put me in the background if you want, because I will be back on shortly.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
But I'm just going to mute my mic because I've got to help these out.
All right, no worries, mate. See you in a bit.
The leg room, yeah. That's another thing. When I had the padded seats there, we were like at the front. We're on the top tier, but we're on the front. And to be honest with you, there was a person that was kind of sitting sideways, and it wasn't great view, to be honest with you. I kind of found it kind of like I had to kind of lean over her to kind of look at the game. But I mean, when you're walking up those steps, I mean, you are taken aback. But if the fucking roof was leaking on top of me, I wouldn't be much pleased. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, just to be in Liverpool, to be in Anfield is amazing. I was more taken aback by the main stands than I was Annie Road. But main stand looks far nicer. I mean, I'd even look at those Anfield Forever pavement stones. They're
fucked, them, aren't they?
They're completely fucked. I couldn't find one.
Them.
And especially apparently the ones near the Annie Road, they're fucked as well.
Well, I'm not even surprised, mate. To be fair. All right, Scott, mate. Hope you're doing well, pal. Hope everything's going a little bit better for you, mate, as best it can do, pal.
Thank you for the message, mate. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Right then, Sean, are you ready to start the quiz?
If there's I think so.
How many people we got watching on YouTube? We got 12 on YouTube, and we've got 11 over on X. So we're going to do the world famous Seano quiz now. Where's it gone? Here's your little jingle for you, Seano, mate.
Never play that music again.
It was Martin's idea.
Paul, if you want to send some video footage or some pictures, be sure to send that on to me. If you want to check out our Facebook page, AKM LFC, and just send on the footage to us, just so that we can have a look ourselves, and we'll bring it up in the next show. But I think it'd be worth having a show about it, or even just doing after hours talk about it. But yes. It is the Seano's world famous quiz, and this is a bit of a different one because I'm 1 year older, ladies and gentlemen. 1 year older, and certainly feeling it after this morning. I'll tell you that for nothing. So the rules of the game, or rules of the quiz, very, very easy. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want them answered immediately. The first 3 people to get the question right gets 1 point. Now, we're going to have a new rule.
Okay.
The new rule is, no, you did hint at this, because we have a question, who said this?
Oh, yeah.
So if you get the answer right to that, you get 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just hoping that Christ I have. I think I did. I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. So the first question, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 1. Rafa Benitez left Liverpool on the 3rd of June 2010. How long did it take him to find another job, and who with? Was it A, Real Madrid in 6 weeks? Was it B, Inter Milan in 1 week? Or was it C, AC Milan in 2 days? So was it A, Real Madrid in 6 weeks, Inter Milan in 1 week, or C, AC Milan in 2 days? Rafa Benitez left Liverpool on the 3rd of June 2010. How long did it take him to find another job, and with who? Was it A, Real Madrid in 6 weeks, B, Inter Milan in 1 week, or AC Milan in 2 days? We've got very few people answering.
Aye. Wonder if it's because we're doing it half an hour too late.
Probably.
Excuse it, N. Must be Miscusi Ricky playing, that's it. And Brian, that must be it today.
Okay.
I'm about keep doing it. I'll put the countdown out. Make sure we no one misses out if they want to do it. Boom.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
Okay, so the answer to that was B, Inter Milan. It was the head coach there on the 10th of June 2010. So what I'm going to ask you to do, Adam, because just in case that we've only got 3 people answering, what we'll do is we'll put a star for the person who gets the question right, the first person to get the question right, and the person that gets the most, if it's bloody first or whatever, if it's joint, they win then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, good idea. Yeah.
Okay. So question 2. In 2005, Benitez won the European Super Cup with Liverpool. Who did they beat in the final? Was it A, CSKA Moscow? Was it B, PSG? Or C, Juventus? In 2005, Benitez won the European Super Cup with Liverpool. Who did they beat in the final? Was it A, CSKA Moscow, B, PSG, or C, Juventus?
Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so the answer to that was CSKA Moscow, and that is A. The answer is A. So we've got Brian, Ricky, and Muscusi. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, question number 3. Who was the leading goal scorer under Gerard Houllier at Liverpool? Who was the leading goal scorer under Gerard Houllier at Liverpool? Was it A, Ian Rush? Was it B, Steven Gerrard? Or was it C, Michael Owen? Who was the leading goal scorer under Gerard Houllier at Liverpool? Was it A, Ian Rush, B, Steven Gerrard, or C, Michael Owen? Okay. So I think we have the answer to that. And the answer to that is indeed Michael Owen. Michael Owen got it, yes. Hard luck, Paul, you were nearly there. Okay, so question 4. How many Liga 1 titles did Gerard Houllier win during his time with Lyon? How many Liga 1 titles did Gerard Houllier win during his time with Lyon? Was it A, 1, B, 2, or C, 3? A1, B2, C3. Come on, guys. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
And 1.
Okay, you want to put the...
Yeah. I'm saying like dicks in.
Okay, so the answer to that is B. The answer to that is B. So the only person to have gotten that correct was Muscusi.
I thought I'd just put some music on the background while we're just,
I like that. I hope we don't get done for copyrights on that, though. I hope he's a fuck. Oh. No,
that one, don't you?
That just reminds me of that, the advert that you do for Fibersportmemorabilia.
Yeah.
So, question number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. Who has made the most appearances for Liverpool as a substitute? Who's made the most appearances for Liverpool as a substitute? Is it A, David Fairclough? Is it B, Lucas Livia? Or is it C, Steve Finnan?
What's the question again?
Who has made the most appearances for Liverpool as a substitute?
Okay.
Is it A, David Fairclough, B, Lucas Livia, or C, Steve Finnan? Or Steve Finnan? Okay. So the answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, is B. Lucas Livia. He made 79 appearances as sub. 79 appearances. What a player he was. Dad, you got in a bit late there. You'll need to put another emoji thing there. Okay. This is going to be a tough question now. Question number 6. And remember, the question, who said this, you get 2 points. Okay. So question number 6. How much profit did Liverpool make on buying and selling Philippe Coutinho? Was it A, 86.5 million? Was it B, 96.5 million? Or was it C, 106.5 million? How much profit did Liverpool make on buying and selling Philippe Coutinho? Was it A, 86.5? Was it C, 96.5? Or was it C, 106.5?
I'm going to add a few more songs. I've got them all saved on my thingy. Hold on. Might be good actually sometimes to put a bit of music on while it's a bit quiet.
I like that. We're just sprucing it up a bit, you know what I mean?
Right, I think everyone's answered and I don't think anybody got it right.
So the answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, and this is eye-watering for FSG, because you know how they love profit, it's B, 96.5 million. And nobody got it. Okay. Question number 7, ladies and gentlemen. 1 year older and I'm lies, but question number 7. Who was the first Liverpool manager to win the LMA Manager of the Year award since its inception in 1993? Was it A, Brendan Rodgers, B, Rafa Benitez, or was it C, Jurgen Klopp? So who was the first Liverpool manager to win the LMA Manager of the Year award since its inception in 1993? Was it A, Brendan Rodgers, B, Rafa Benitez, or C, Jurgen Klopp? Oh, yeah, girl.
Again, I don't think anyone's got it right again.
So the answer, ladies and gentlemen, is A, the Northern Irishman, Brendan Rodgers, in 2014. Nobody got that right. So this could be question number 8. We're just going to up the tempo a bit. Question number 8. Are you ready? How many league goals did Liverpool concede in the 1978-79 season? How many goals did Liverpool concede in the 1978-79 season? Is it A, 14 goals? Is it B, 16 goals? Or is it C, 18 goals? Is it A, 14 goals, B, 16 goals, or C, 18 goals?
don't think anyone's got it either again, mate.
No, we do have someone that got it. So the answer is B, 16.
Yeah, you're right there, yeah.
Paul got it.
Yep. Well done, Paul.
Well done, Paul. Okay, now this could be really the decision maker, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this could bring you back into the game, or it could lose the game for you, because this is question number 9. So question number 9 gives you 2 points if you get the answer right. It's not a multiple choice one, so it's going to be difficult. So the answer to this is, who said this? Nothing has changed in my routine, except that when I went down the chippy and got my special fried rice, it would be wrapped in a paper that had my picture all over it. Who said that? Nothing had changed in my routine except that when I went down to the chippy and got me special fried rice, it would be wrapped in a newspaper that had my picture all over it. Who said that? Is anyone going to guess, or are they fast going on to Google? So it's the first 3 to get this. It's the first three to get it. 2 points.
Try alright.
They're all fucking coming in now, so they are. Where have they been? Pay the toll is only coming in there. Where have you been? Okay, so we might as well. Okay, so we can start with the questions or with the answers now, because you've all answered, I think, haven't you? Yeah. So the answer, ladies and gentlemen, is Robbie Fowler. Robbie Fowler said that. So this is question number 10. The last question, ladies and gentlemen.
We are, if it stays as is, we do have a tie.
And it's a good thing that I have a tiebreaker. So, question number 10. In what season did Steven Gerrard score his most amount of goals for Liverpool? In which season did Steven Gerrard score the most amount of goals for Liverpool? Was it A, 2007, 2008? Was it B, 2008, 2009? Or was it C, 2009, 2010? We have to go with A, B, or C, because you can't go and say. So the question, or the answers again, are A, 2007-8, B, 2008-9, or C, 2009-10. Pay the toll. You can't just put in one year.
Right, I'll put the thing in. We've got 3. Question for you then, Seano.
Yeah.
Because we've not had enough people to do 3 for every single question, but we do on this one. Am I going with the star, or am I going with the people who got it right? Because there's 3 people. Because we do have 3 people who got the question right.
Would it make a difference in the winner?
Yes. No. We've got a tie either way, but if we go with the star, we've got a 3-way tie. Should we just stick with the star since we did it from the beginning?
I think, yeah, we'll stick with the star.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got a 3-way tie then. We've got a tiebreaker for 3 people.
Okay.
So the 3 people are Ricky, Miscusi, and Brian. You've all got the same. So that's the tiebreaker, guys. I'll hand it over to Sean.
Okay. So this is down to the three who have tied.
The Three Musketeers.
The Three Musketeers. So this is who? Ricky,
Brian, and
Muscusi.
Muscusi.
Brian and Muscusi. Okay. So the tiebreaker is, how many games did Mo Salah play for Chelsea? Is it A, 13 games? Is it B, 43 games? Or is it C, 63 games?
I didn't write the answer down for that one.
Is it A, 13 games, B, 43 games, or C, 63 games?
There you go. Ricky got it first on my screen.
Well done, Ricky. Wow. So the winner is Ricky. 13 games. Well done, Ricky. So who have we got there on the leaderboard? Have we got is Ricky Fuck it's me.
I'll stop that now. So yeah, I've got the leaderboard here. If I pop it off, I've got to move us now. Hold on a moment. But oh, you can't even see it still. Bloody hell. So that's the leaderboard right now for the Champions of Champions thingamajiggy. End of season thing. We've got Mighty Reds, Ricky, Gareth Turner, David Crompton, Richard the Red, Gavin, and Bon.
Wow. Okay. Great stuff, lads and ladies. That was so. How many points were like? What was the tie? How many points did they get? I hate to say good night, Scusi. You'll get there in the end. You'll get there in the
end. What did you say? Sorry, I was too busy laughing at Muscusi.
Muscusi's laughing at himself. Yeah, so look, if anyone is on Facebook, please check out AKM LFC because it's doing actually quite well. We have some polls and stuff, so it's nice and interactive for people to kind of voice their opinion on and whatever. I'm already in the final, so maybe give it to Brian or Scusi. So we'll have.
Right, okay.
So who got second? So Brian got second. So yeah, we'll give it to Brian then. So,
all right, I'll add Brian to the thing dig. So then, is there anything else you'd like to have a chinwag about before we get off, or you want to go and enjoy your birthday?
Well, there's not much of it to join. I still have to go back into the office tomorrow. So, obviously, give a shout out to Wayne Henley, who had a good laugh at us talking about his next painting, which is of Conor Bradley's tackle, not his manhood, but the tackle on Mbappe. So a big shout out to him who, he actually sent me a lovely print, a limited print there of Jurgen Klopp. So a lot of respect. Okay, and also Fibersportmemorabilia and Fibersports art, or cop art as they were called. Going to the wool pack. The wool pack is that in Liverpool or is that in Dublin? There's a wool pack over here as well. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Cop Art, or I think they're now called Fibersports Art, but they are part of Fibersportmemorabilia. So check them out. We've had a partnership with them. I think we might be doing some more work with them. We've to talk to them. But I think they're happy enough to do stuff for us. So we obviously have a membership, $1.99 and $2.99. The difference really between the $1.99 and the $2.99 one is if you pay $2.99, you have an opportunity of coming on to the show and having a chat with us and showing your ugly mug here or not.
You don't have to have camera. You can just do your voice if you want. It's something that I've thought about. I put it out there on the members video that we did last time, and it was just another perk that I thought, like, so for everybody who's a member, I'm going to put you in like a credits thing at the end of every video. I'm going to make that, so that's something you'll have to look forward to. and then if you pay like the $2.99, if you want to do it as a 1 month thing, upgrade, jump on, jump off, whichever. I don't know. I thought I was going to call it like the fans' voice or voice of the fans or something like that. It was just an idea I had, really. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you to Fibersportmemorabilia for being our sponsor for the last, what was it, 3, 4, 5 months? So it seems a while now, doesn't it?
4 months, yeah. They've been very supportive, and you know, we've given away some really, really top prizes. We have a few more prizes, so this is like the start of every month that we'll do a draw. So Muscusi asks, hello, what time's the quiz? Well, today being my birthday, I was a little bit late. I was only 15 minutes late. I was kind of asking Adam to hold off the whole thing till maybe 7:30, but yeah, I didn't need to be. I was only maybe 10 minutes late, but whatever. But yeah, look, time will tell. Obviously, with the next game, we've got Spurs, and then we've got Nottingham Forest. I would play Bradley all day long. I'd play Bradley until this contract thing is sorted with Trent. I don't think I would have. I don't think I'd have Trent on. I really don't. Don't know what you think, but that's my view.
No, I agree, mate. I agree. That's everything I'd do that as well. What's it here? Just think of food, Sean. Brilliant, lads. Thanks, Adam, Sean, Martin. Happy birthday, Sean. You have walk alone. Yeah, thank you for that, Brian, mate.
Thank you, Brian.
But no, yeah. We'll be back. We've got a few press conferences coming up. Obviously, it's the month of January as well, so I'm keeping my eye out for any transfer gossip for you guys. See if there's anything worth talking about, any Liverpool news in general. Yeah, I think that's pretty much us tonight, isn't it, mate?
That's us. And apologies for being late, guys, but, you know, I was kind of dragged in by my work colleagues to have 1 pint. So I had a pint of the black stuff, and now I'm going to order a big, dirty takeaway.
Enjoy, mate. Enjoy. You deserve it. For everything you do for the channel, everything like that. I hope it's nice, mate. So, yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Hope you've all enjoyed the stream tonight. And if you do have any suggestions of any topics you want us to talk about, drop us a message over on the Facebook page, me on X, or even send us an email through, whichever, and we can have a bit of a discussion about whatever it is you want to talk about, guys, as well. So,
and
yeah.
Paul as well, he's going to be in the Annie Road. So, if you're in the Annie Road, if you take some videos, take some pictures, send them on to us privately on our Facebook page. You can mail us privately on that, and it just means then we can maybe bring up a show on it, and just really show what is going on there, because it doesn't seem to be addressed anywhere else.
Yeah, and if you are happy as well, Paul, we can show it on stream as well if you're happy for it.
Yeah.
If not, we won't. But if you are happy for it, we will. But yeah, all right then, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great evening, and we will catch you the next time. Bye, guys.